What's going on, guys? This is 89J Freak here. We're going to talk a little bit about some more natural remedies as far as all natural substances to use when you're living with a disability. That and more coming up next. Alright, guys, we're going to talk a little bit about kratom. Kratom is an all natural herb. Excuse the noise in the background. I have my little nephew here with me today, and we're gonna try and make a video. But so if you hear like a little this and that, he's playing with toys and being happy, and So first off, what is kratom? Kratom is native to Southeast Asia. Also, pause real quick. It's where I'm getting all my information right now is www.sagewisdom.com. So if you're interested in learning more about it, you guys can look that up for yourselves. But anyway, kratom is native to Southeast Asia, and then it like Thailand and that kind of area. It's in the same species as a coffee tree, so that's kind of idea. It's in the same family as coffee trees. People in Southeast Asia has been using this as a natural pain reliever for a very long time. It's also been known to treat opiate addiction. The kind of people that it's effectively used as a painkiller. So that's it's a natural pain reliever, flat out, but it's a herb. That's kind of cool. Let's see. It also treats restless leg syndrome, RLS otherwise, and then fibromyalgia. People like me. I know my one buddy tried kratom. He said it did not work for him. We talked to a couple other people about it. They said that he did not take a big enough dose of it. They do sell kratom sometimes at your local smoke shop. Sometimes they sell it. You can find it online, pretty cheap. But around in my area, it is expensive. Kratom is extremely expensive. I mean, we're talking about $60. For it doesn't seem like a whole, like, what is it, $60 for 30 tablets. I think I saw at one place, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's expensive. That's absolutely ridiculous. But it's used to treat a various amount of things. How you take it, you can buy it in pill form, take it that way. You can also buy it in powder form, and you can put it in food, like milkshakes. You can make brownies with it. You can do a bunch of different things. Kind of sounds familiar, huh, guys? You can even just stick the powder in your mouth and chew it. Usually it comes in a dried leaf form, but lately I've seen it's already ground up. Or you can mix it in with water and drink it. You can put in milk, fruit juice, put in yogurt, put it in tea. You can put it in tea and put a little bit of sugar and honey in your tea, sugar and or honey in your tea to sweeten it up a bit. I see a recipe here for a milkshake. Okay, so how do you know how much of this stuff to take? That's the question here. Usually in the capsules, they tell you exactly how much to, they tell you how many, take 2 capsules every this many hours. I mean, it kind of reminds me of Ganoderma, which is another thing that I will be going over, is a natural pain reliever. But basically all the information that I've found on it, it says to measure it out on a scale. 1/10 of a gram is a low dosage. So you measure your doses out on a scale. Okay, what are the effects of kratom? It says your mind is more alert, you have more physical energy, sometimes even more sexual energy. You feel more motivated to get things done, the ability to do hard things become easier. It's an upper, so it's, it lifts up your mood. You become happier. You become more talkative, friendly, sociable. Again, makes sense because you're in a happier mood. The effects may vary from person to person. Totally get that. Okay, different kinds of dosage. A very strong dose is 12 to 25 grams. A low dose is 2 to 4 grams. So you can take anywhere from 25 grams to 2 grams of this stuff. I mean, that's quite a bit. That's a lot. That's an absolute lot. Golly. Then it goes on to say, kratom extracts, how many of that you can take, how many of the, the powder you can take, those kinds of things. Let's see if it talks about some of the side effects of kratom. The effects can last 5 to 6 hours. Wow. So as a pain reliever, I mean, it can last, like a Norco. A Norco is 6 hours, I mean, just to compare it to a normal medication that more people may see is like, painkillers. It acts as a painkiller. So, wow, this is kind of interesting. What are some of the risks, and is it safe? When kratom by itself without any other drugs or medications, it's perfectly safe. The greatest risk is falling asleep while engaging in hazardous activities. Never drive while under the influence of kratom. Do not use power tools, climb ladders under the influence of kratom. Be careful so you don't fall asleep while you're cooking, basically is what it says. That means that this herb is very potent. If they have to say, hey, do not drive or operate machinery while you're under the influence of this is pretty powerful stuff. I mean, and it's a great alternative. Now, I did see something about it, like war on DEA versus kratom. It's a natural herb, guys. Come on now. Anything that's natural. Now, granted, if the DEA is getting involved in it, it means people are abusing it and people are using it the wrong way, which people like me and other people out there that watch this, that kind of butters my bread because, when I take my medication like Lyrica, I take it as prescribed. I take it as I need it. Again, as it's prescribed. Painkillers, here's some fun fact. Talking about painkillers, tramadol. I take tramadol, okay? Which is a very light painkiller. Because I was started off on Norcos, just a little insight. I was taking Norco 10s 4 times a day. And my doctor, my primary physician, so general practitioner, told me, if you keep this up as you're going right now, you will be on Oxy by the time you're in your 30s. I'm 28 right now. And there just becomes a point in time where the drug is not working anymore and you have to up your dose. Now, granted, I was started out on Norcos and Valium. So, when I found a neurologist, I said, look, I want to be on something lighter. I want to be a zombie. I want to be able to function as far as be awake and aware. Now, I am on some heavy muscle, like Soma. Soma's a heavy muscle relaxer. It's a narcotic. People view it as a narcotic. It is pretty heavy. but I only take those if I'm not going anywhere, if I'm not going to do anything. So, and when I mean do something, like go and pick up my meds, or go to the doctor. So those are the kind of things. It's not like I run around, oh, God's green earth, I try to do as little as possible. I've talked a little bit about my situation, and it's very hard. I mean, it's hard for me to even sit here sometimes to do these videos. He is not happy about something. But it's hard for me to sit here and do these videos sometimes because I don't have the right kind of chair that, I can't sit here comfortably sometimes. So that gets difficult in itself. But that is just another instead of going out and using other painkillers, heavy painkillers, this is another alternative. And kratom is completely legal, mostly legal throughout the United States. So it's a alternative that you can look into. See if your state allows it, makes it legal. My state, Illinois, says it's legal. You can use it. So maybe that's something else that you might be interested in as a healthy alternative, to other harsher drugs. I mean, like I said, my one buddy said that he didn't really feel very much effects from it, but also it depends on the person, and as well as we were told that he did not take enough of it. So that's just other things that you can look into. I will have other things that you can look into for natural pain relief, because I've looked into a lot of these things, and a lot of these stuff that I'm telling you about, I've tried. So hopefully maybe the next time I'll talk a little bit about Ganoderma, which is also a natural pain reliever. I'll tell you guys how to get it. I'll show you guys a lot of, tell you guys exactly what I know about it. So again, we're kind of starting this segment of you're like me and you're stuck living with a disability. Try and be natural about it. Because even the natural things, as well as taking your medications that you normally take, something natural that you can take with it, as long as, like for me, I take CBD. My doctor knows about it. As long as your doctor knows about it and approves it, it's okay. It's not like you're going out and on the black market and trying to, score, I don't know, Vicodin or something like that. So I'll see you guys on the next one. You guys know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and just let me know how I'm doing. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later.